Hello, everyone. So today's topic is all about, why does it feel so uncomfortable when I go out shopping with my narcissistic parent? Is it something that I need to work on, or is there something more here that I'm not understanding? So imagine it. There you are with your narcissistic parent on a Saturday, like today, out shopping. And you can't quite put your finger on it, but from the moment you arrived, it's just felt a bit uncomfortable. You felt a bit ill at ease, and you're not sure why. But maybe maybe you're tired at the end of a long week, so you just carry on. Once again, though, I'm going to tell you that you should be feeling uncomfortable because not for the reasons you might think, but because your narcissistic parent is uncomfortable. You see, for narcissistic people, being out in public, in the public realm, is both critical for survival, but also hugely anxiety provoking. So it's not actually about you and your narcissistic parent being out on a lovely shopping trip at all. It's not about that. It's actually about being seen. And if you can help that happen for the narcissist, all the better for you. So once again, what we're talking about here is the need for supply. And what is supply? In very simple terms, at the end of the day, supply is attention. And attention for a narcissistic person, any attention at all, even from children, the elderly, doesn't matter, the man sweeping the street, the bus driver, it doesn't matter. Supply for a narcissist is almost like honey mixed with cocaine. Not that I know, but that is almost I imagine the hit that it gives the narcissist, because it's so sweet. It kind of spikes those hormones within, like the serotonin levels go up to maximum. And there's a sense of the self-esteem being boosted. And it literally, what it does is it lets the narcissist know that they are alive. They're actually seen. They are somebody. They're alive. And so they're driven. They're driven to get this kind of attention. But you see, the reason that it's such a driving force in their lives is that because really underneath it all, they don't have a sense of self. They've cut off from the self. So they don't really feel like they are anybody. So when somebody else sees them and notices them and maybe gives them eye contact or something like that, it gives them a sense of having a self. So it's really powerful in that context. And you can imagine when you're out in public in a shopping centre, there's a lot of opportunity there to get those frequent hits of being noticed, of being seen. But of course, the thing that sort of is underpinning all of this is that they present a false self. They have to present a false self because they have no self. That was cut off from years ago. They have to present this false outer image as their self, and that's what they garner their supply from. That's what they garner attention through. But it's not actually themselves. So being in public for a narcissist is when this false self or the idealized image kind of moves into full swing. And attention from others is what lets them know that they are being seen. And so looking around the shops is about getting that attention from other people through eye contact, flirty glances, going into expensive designer shops, just to be seen in there, getting the best table in the coffee shop, even if it means, willing to be a bit aggressive or forceful to get it. Making sure they get the waiter's attention, even being a bit flirty with the waiter, demanding excellent service, because if they don't get that, it's taken as a real sort of personal attack. On that note, if the narcissistic parent finds that they are experiencing a lack of attention, despite all their efforts to present their false self, or say you are outshining them in public, that is going to cause a narcissistic rage. And this rage is not always something that, you don't see steam coming out of the ears or, abusive language or anything like that. It's a silent sort of inner rage. And sometimes people even see almost like a blackening of the eyes sometimes. It's this fury that is really there in the core, and it comes up in moments when that false self has failed them. So you may see bits of it coming out through things like huffs and puffs, or disgruntled comments or criticisms of this person and that. Oh, what's she wearing? Who does she think she is? Or what's his issue? He's a little lightweight or something like that. Rolling of the eyes. Even sometimes sending shaming remarks to you as a bit of a punishment if you are outshining, if you are gaining more supply than they are. However, it may also mean the opposite. It may mean that if they can't get the supply themselves, they might sort of subcontract it out to you. So then it's your mission to be the enabler of supply for them. So they might use you to sort of I don't know, that you might be in a shop and your narcissistic parent might be talking in a loud voice at how great you look, or do that and walk up there and back down again, and it just feels a bit off. Or they may sort of, you might come into a shop and they might sort of link arms with you and speaking in a loud voice and talking about what we like, or something like that, which can feel a little bit intrusive. But if you can get supply for them, they're more than happy, and you'll be praised for it. So no wonder you often feel a bit uncomfortable when out in public with your narcissistic parent. And you should, because you're simply, at the end of the day, part of this supply generating mission. It's not time to just relax and just go with the flow and see where it leads you. No, no, no. It's rather a time for you to be on high alert and to be enabling the flow of supply to your narcissistic parent. So what can you do? Next Saturday, say you're out again with your narcissistic parent. The first thing I'd suggest is, number one, just being an observer. Just observe. Perhaps you might begin to see sort of even more clearly the desperate need for attention in subtle and not so subtle ways. Because really, ultimately, it's like an addict that needs a hit. And many narcissists find that they're compelled to go out every day to get some supply, to get some attention. It's not something that they can really hold back from. They have to leave the house to go to the corner shop just to get some attention, and then it seems to soothe this desperate feeling of not being seen, of not having a self. However, I wouldn't suggest trying to not be part of their supply mission. I wouldn't suggest trying to spoil it for them, by embarrassing them or acting silly or I don't know, something like that, because it will only make an already uncomfortable shopping trip even worse. So happy shopping, everyone. And I look forward to sharing another topic on Monday. And if you have any that you think would be a good one to talk about, please leave a comment, and I'd be very happy to explore it. Okay, everybody, take care. See you Monday.